Tiger Stadium is pretty special as well. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense set on first down.
Under, 3:25.
Give to the running back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, they'll do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to go down.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Quarterback checking off. Wide receiver shows motion. He's going to pass. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guys so you can make the catch. You put that behind them, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
And here comes the offense on second down. The run from the shotgun. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years. Foundation, the running game.
Don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some bounds and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Comes out throwing on first down. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
He's got it on the right. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Defense was prepared, and I'm really impressed by the eye discipline right now. That's not easy to do. It's not easy to locate that receiver coming across in motion with good timing and getting a jet sweep, but they were ready for that play.
Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
To the air. It's Anger. He's got it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to barge in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll leave it with him. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Power football with the run. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Makes the catch. It's Potts. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another 1st down. This crowd knows when to bring it. From the gun. Give on the inside. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Tiger. He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. The defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He's got his man, and he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking to throw, it's Anger. He'll try to do it himself. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to... Gonna take a shot. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's loose down the left side. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Missouri! And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running back goes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Pulls it in. It's Rodriguez. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling at us, but they are intimidating.
And this almost feels like a free play on 2nd and inches. 3 wide receivers to the right. Looking to throw, it's Anger. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's looking for a man on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll go to the air. Oh, that could have been disaster if he'd snagged that pick. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's fourth down. And, of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
It's good. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on first down. Trying to get to it. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. This time he's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Just enough time for one final play of the half.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. He gets the pick, but not the pick six, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Got the quick pass. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now,
Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. So a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Akron is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 21 over the Astronauts. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes a catch past the sticks. At the 35, he's loose. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They go to the ground. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man and they convert. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top. LSU right back to the line. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up, man.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Looking for a man. It's Anger. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And he didn't get big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Amaro. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And he runs a quick out route. This is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they're throwing this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Throws to the wideout. He got it! And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to go up top on first down. On target. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Looking to throw, it's Anger. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The tag. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Missouri! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that are working. They learn a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the marker is Peters. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. He wants to throw. Quick strike complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air, it's Anger. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive.
He's going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Their pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it. It'll bring up 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw. It's Anger. Makes the grab down the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. One more play to pad the stats. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great